What up, y'all? This is DTO. I'm back at it with DTO at the discussion. I'm going to get into this reaction video. Before I do so, I'm going to get some shout outs like I like to do. And this is just to give pay homage to those that either got me involved in wanting to do these videos, do YouTubing, or someone that I like to watch for recreational as well as just keeping my mind elevated and focused while I'm doing my exercises, to get me back on track after having this stroke. So let's get into it. So first, Kev Mac videos, first take, the Stephen A. Smith show, um, uh, Bosco 100, Nina Boy, the Legends. I believe it's called the Legends Channel. I always say the Crip Homies from the Legends, but like to definitely give a shout out to him because I love his content and the way how he speaks and his mannerism, that gang banging old school flow. Not that I'm glorifying it, it's just the way how we lived in those days. Everybody had their authentic touch and talk, and him and 89 on up, homie. Them are my two best when it comes to the way how they speak and their gangster voice, yeah, it's just second to none. Both of them's top one, bottom line. Then C. Bill, Joe T, Jay Williams, Charlie Global, um, Big Homie Blocks, um, there's several more. Damian Porter, um, uh, the Who's Who, Jay Hood, and man, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just make a list and get all these folks' names either memorized or I'm just gonna have to look and just keep it real and just call out everybody because there's quite a bunch of y'all. Cartoon One, if I didn't mention him, and 16 to Life. But yeah, there's a bunch that and Gunner's channel and what's the other homeboy ain't seen him in a while though. Uh, Maybe because I allow certain things to be said on YouTube that got me kind of off kilter, and I need to quit doing that. I need if YouTube is YouTube. What a person did in their life before it, I'm here just to enjoy the festivities. So, anyway, enough of all that, man. I want to get into this reaction video, and this is basically about our history that a lot of us had no idea of, and being that they consider this Black History Month, this right here with this guy, he opened my eyes to a whole lot. I had no idea. Honestly speaking, I didn't even know that I was an African connected to the African from the motherland until I started listening to this cat. Amongst other things, like Jesus being black, had no clue till I started listening to him and all the things that he broke down, how all the history ran and started in Africa. And anyway, it's a lot, but I'm just gonna give you guys snippets because this is like an hour long video, and it's one of those that you're not gonna be you're not going to be bored at all listening to it because it's going to blow you away every step of the way. When he talks about the castles, you think the only castles were in Norway and Scotland. No, they started in Africa, Ethiopia to be exact. I believe he said. And there's just so much more rich history, like how they had bathrooms and had um, running, flowing water through their bathrooms way back when. It it blew me away, and I've been wanting to do this reaction video for a while, but I'm new to a lot of this, and I've been having some issues. So anyway, without further ado, let's try to get this cracking. Hmm. Talk to me. Push. Okay, y'all. Um, that is a good. That's some good content right there. What he's discussing. However, that's at the end of the video. I'm not sure why. When I went to pull up the full Oxford Union address, and that's what it is Akala Oxford Union address. If you want to find that, because I was hoping, like I said, I'm new to all this. I was hoping that when I clicked on it, it was going to be the full Oxford Union address, and I can go through, excuse me, bits and pieces of it and let you hear a couple things and let you be able to dive in when you wanted to. But you got to go check this dude out, man. He's a youngster, younger than I am. However, age has nothing to do with it, man. If you're intelligent and you're pushing the limit and you're expressing things and you're challenging us to look deeper into things that we kind of either glossed over or we just took it at face value. I almost said some things, but I don't want to get into it with folks about religion. But there's so much stuff that we just accept it and just say, that's right here in black and white. That's it. That's all. I used to be one of them. But there's so much more to the story. Um, y'all can't see it right now. Anyway, I got a bunch of books in the back of me that I'm studying and learning because I want to know the full truth. I want to know everything. I don't want to just be I don't want to be limited because if I'm limited, I'm not being going to be able to help the next person or the next person come and challenge me on an issue. How can I help them when I have a limited knowledge because I've only been looking at one book? That's not how it goes because this one book was produced in the Americas or in England, whereas there's a bunch more books and our history did not start in English literature. Our English started with Hebrew or what's the other one? Anyway, the bottom line is our history didn't start here in this country. Period. So I'm gonna end this right here and then put this up. Hopefully, we can get this out for y'all to listen to. Again, I'm here to just I'm the type that I want to just be able to educate folks because I'm getting educated. So I'm not here to be arguing. I'm not here to be doing no fussing. I surely ain't finna be on here going off on y'all and be cussing. All I'm trying to do is just have a polite discussion. Let's discuss these matters. So get in the comments and let me know how you feel because I learned from a Muslim brother you can't always just expect everybody to go with just you say, Dorian. You have to be open minded and listen to everyone because they have their opinions on things. So may I rest in peace. Good Muslim brother taught me a whole lot. I'll never forget one day we were talking religions. And I used to always be one of those because I came from a gangbang and like, what's happening, homie? Ready to flash. So I'll come from that era of challenging everything, and I'm at it with my enemy. So I've always looked at Muslims as my enemy. And I never forget this day. We're at the Hilton and we're working, and man, I'm fired up. We had our discussion, and it was the end of it. So we were done. Break is over. He's about to go do his security check, and I was about to go back to answering my telephone lines. But before he left, he was like, "Okay, brother, you have a good one. You take care." And I'm sitting there still fired up, looking at him mugging. I'm wondering, like, why is this dude being all super cool? And then I finally was able to talk with him, and that's where he reiterated everything I just said to y'all. Like, you just can't have an attitude of everything's going to be an issue, and you got to always feel like you got everything correct. And then, if not just that, it was his spirit. Like, he was able to leave that conversation as it was, shake my hand, walk off, and go do his thing. Where I was so young minded, I'm wanting to flash and have something to say and be upset about everything. So I learned a lot from that brother, and I appreciate him. So hopefully y'all can learn from me. All right, now y'all. Again, like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on because I promise you, I'm planning on flooding the internet with this content because I need to get in the algorithm and I need to get this message out because I'm not just talking about Black history. I'm not just talking about religion. I'm going to be talking about my old lifestyle, the gangbanging lifestyle before the gang, when I was just how I was going down to Seattle when pre-games, the b-boy days, how we lived based off what we learned from the New York scene. Because let's be honest, now that I'm learning, even before gangs in California, they had their b-boy scene. They listened to Rakim, Eric B, DMC, LL, and Salt and Pepper, the BC Boy, excuse me, they listened to all that. Side note, first concert I ever went to was the Beastie Boys and got in free. So anyway, so there's so much rich history that I have inside of me that I'm just gonna tell y'all a lot of different stories. Some gonna be good, some gonna be funny, some gonna be serious, some gonna be deadly. And this is just life, and I want to share it with you. Y'all have a great one.